Welcome to Behind the Numbers Budgeting. Let's go over my budget for January week 2. And I'll also show you January week 1 actuals, kind of give you a place to start. It's been a while since I have uploaded a video about my budget. So for 2025, I did buy the Budget Mom's digital debt-free version of her budget by paycheck method. So the thing to know about this book is I did print it incorrectly, but I didn't want to waste all the paper and print it correctly. I did not print it borderless, and had I printed it borderless, all the stickers that I buy from everyone to go in the budget would have fit. They're just a little bit too big, and that's just because I did not print things borderless. All right, so this is my sinking funds, and I just use one of the expense trackers to do the sinking funds just because I have so many sinking funds that no other template really works, and I did kind of, maybe next year I'll kind of find a sinking funds template that'll work better than this expense tracker, but this works for now. I have about 20 something odd sinking funds, but the important part is this is January week 1. Yes, January week 1. So January week 1 started with $4,230 in my sinking funds. I add $750. I spent $148 out of my sinking funds. That left me with $4,832. So rollover for January week 1, this went from the 3rd of January to the 9th of January. Rollover up here was $20. And income was a little bit more, $2,042. Sinking fund income was $148. Interest income was 88 cents. So that left me with $2,211.11. Sinking funds, home repairs, $100. So this was a plumbing issue that came up that we needed a new valve replaced on one of our sprinkler system, so in that the valve that turns on and off inside the house, and so that was a $600 repair. No, actually it was $1,200, and since I rent from my boyfriend and I have agreed to pay almost half of all the maintenance, it just depends on what it is. So for plumbing, definitely I try to pay half of that. So this is just an installment of $100 to pay my partner back. I spent $20 of blow money. I spent $1 on car repairs. That was just some air in the tires. Izzy was $13. That's my dog, German Shepherd, 80 pounds. Food was $14. $148. That left me with $2,063.11. I had no fixed expenses for this week. Coming over to savings goals. Oh yeah, and I totally messed up the order, the way things are going on this budget by paycheck. I do my sinking funds first because I add the sinking funds into the income, and then I like to take them out and kind of have a number there that I can see that was my actual income. All right, savings, nothing for the emergency fund, nothing for the extra on the mortgage. $750 went to sinking funds. Penny challenge was $5.07, and I'm almost done with that one. It'll be maybe a couple more months and I'll be done with that, so that's exciting. I started that a long time ago. Rollover is $1,120 because next week I will not get paid, so that's why I'm rolling over that amount. HSA, I sent $70 to my HSA, and so started in January, started getting that funded, so that's really exciting. So I should have that fully funded just a couple of months, hopefully. And that savings totals amounted to $1,950.07, mostly going to the rollover and the sinking funds. That left $118.04, and eating out this month was budgeted at $100. I spent $118.04. My boyfriend does owe me back for some of that stuff, and you'll see that when it comes in, there'll be a negative amount for eating out or just a reduced amount. And that left me with a zero-based budget. Let's go to week 2. Oh, and I haven't written that down here. Let me find that pen. No, I'm sorry. This video must be so boring for someone else who isn't my whose budget is not. 4,832. 4,832. Let me go through the singing funds. I'm going to contribute $650 if all goes well. So 120 to 102 to food. That's about, I spend about 200 every 2 weeks on average. 10 to household, 5 to blow, 5 to alcohol. Izzy gets 43. Medical's gonna get 179. I do have a $300 medical bill coming up. 150 for rent. That's every single week, but not a 5th week. Housekeeper gets 5. Clothing gets 5. Entertainment gets 10. Insurance gets 75 every week. 16 to car repairs. 15 to home repairs. 10 to travel. 5 to gifts and holiday. Nothing to taxes. That's fully funded until I pay my taxes again. And then 5 for the Valley Fund, electronics, and new car. And that makes $650. Awesome. Let's go into the budget. And this will be January week 2, 110 through 116. My budget starts on a Friday because I want the weekend to be where I have money, I have money again to spend, and I budget weekly because for me it's much easier to do without for a week. Say like, hey, I don't have very much money, I can do without for a week, Whereas when I budget for a month, I would just blow all the money all at once. And then it got towards the end of the month and I'm just like, where did the money go? This way keeps me within the, and I also get paid bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks. So this just helps me to stay on budget. And I've saved way more money than this than I ever did when I budgeted monthly. I did that for years and it never worked. So budget weekly now. And I just have to watch, that I have enough rollover for each week to week. And so then I watch that and then it's pretty good. All right, income. Oh, sorry. Rollover is 1,120. Okay. I'm looking at my spreadsheet here. There is nothing for income, so we have sinking fund income expected of 180. So that's 1,300. Oh, I haven't yet fixed my headers. I'll do that later. So this will be sinking funds. And that is food at 180. Let's move this up. That'll be 180. And then 1,300 minus 180 is that 1,120. Fixed expenses. Oh yes, this is the week I gotta pay all the utilities. So I'm expecting Excel to be 100. Water to be 35. Solar is 35 all the time. Internet is 50. And that's all the time. YouTube Premium is 15 and change. Cell phone is 35. You guys, if you have not shopped your cell phone for a while, I was paying way over. So make sure that if your budget is tight or if money is tight, that you shop your cell phone. I was paying like 50, 55, 60 a month, and I got it down to 35, and I also have better service. So make sure you shop around and try different companies for that. Really, really helps. All right, that leaves $8.50. And then this box here, I'm going to be using the for savings. So I'm expecting the emergency short-term savings to be 30. And then sinking funds contributing that, just like that was on the other page, that's $6.50. And then the HSA is going to get a contribution of $30. And so that equals, that equals $710. That leaves me with 140, and these are my variable expenses. So eating out is 100, gas is 40, and I know I'm not going to need that gas, but I always budget 100 for eating out and 40 for gas. So that's 140, and that leaves me with the zero-based budget. Total inflow minus total expenses is 0. Sorry you couldn't see that. So that is my budget for week 2. And I am so excited to be using Budget Mom's Budget by Paycheck method. So this spreadsheet, I got all these really cute stickers, and I'll show you this is the calendar. And I got these really, really cute stickers, and I added some extra stickers as well. And so generally when I'm looking at the calendar, I'm looking at anything that might be a direct debit or certain fixed expenses. I'm not usually looking at variable expenses, although I do buy groceries here and here. Me and my partner split up groceries, so I shop for them every other week. He shops for them every other week. I do have a rental property, so I have rental income coming up over here. I actually did cancel Netflix, so I can put that at 0. So, and this is really fun sticker. It's kind of showing like New Year's Eve type stuff. It's really, really fun. Anyways, I hope your budgeting is going well, and I hope that somehow these budgets of mine inspire you to actually start budgeting and see what works for me. Hopefully you can give it a try and see if it works for you. And I'm wishing you all well. Have a good day. Bye.